Alright, so what I'm getting out of this is you're trying to reach a higher form of communication through a higher dimension. But for what reason? Why are you trying to do this? And why achieve this through the Nonary Game?
Doesn't that at least seem like it could be a possibility? I believe that is how human consciousness actually works. Well, I'm not the only one, I suppose. Zero and I share that belief.
Morphogenetic field theory.
Tenmyouji mumbled something that sounded like nonsense. I opened my mouth to ask him what he meant, but a.k.a. was already talking again.
Now, when I talk about a fourth dimension, I'm referring to the fourth dimension used in Minkowski space-time. Let's start with a single dimension, where all that exists is a point. Connect points to one another, and you have a line. In one dimension, the only surface you can create is that, a line. But move to two dimensions and create more lines, and you can create shapes. These are two-dimensional surfaces. Move up to three dimensions, and you can connect these shapes to one another and form three-dimensional objects. Now you have a three-dimensional surface, which encompasses a volume of space. Connect three-dimensional objects to one another, and you formed a four-dimensional object, which encompasses a volume of both space and time. It is on that fourth dimensional axis that our minds are connected. If that was true, then what would prevent anyone from sending their consciousness backward or forward in time? That theory is the foundation of the AB project. The A represents after, and the B represents before. It probably sounds silly to you. A ridiculous story made up by a mad old woman. But look at what's happened to you. You've seen many different worlds and timelines, haven't you, Sigma? And what about you, Phi? I know you have too. Am I wrong?
No, you're definitely not wrong. I still have a lot of questions to answer about this.
Tenmyouji should know what I'm talking about as well. I believe you experienced something very similar nearly half a century ago. You sent your consciousness to the past to help save a little girl's life. It was a long time ago, but perhaps you still remember.
Yeah, of course I do. How could I forget? That little girl was you, a.k.a.
Suddenly, it felt like Phi and I were outsiders, trespassing on something we had no right to see. Tenmyouji's face was taut with emotion as he looked into a.k.a.'s eyes. It seemed almost like she was looking back at him.
Now, unfortunately, my time is up.
Oh, don't tell me that you're gonna...
The final stage of the project will begin very soon. I need to go prepare.
Are you kidding me? No! You still have a lot more questions to answer, goddammit!
The next time we meet, I can tell you the rest of the story.
Okay.
So come and find me. I'll be waiting. One last thing. The cat in the box.
Oh?
Is it alive? Or is it dead? Sigma? Phi? You will decide its fate. Goodbye.
Wait! a.k.a., wait!
Oh, Tenmyouji. I can almost see you. You don't need to worry. Everything is going to be okay. I will see you again one day. I promise.
Wait. Akane!
And then she was gone. Tenmyouji collapsed to his knees, his back hunched and shaking. I saw tears land on the white-knuckled fists he pressed against his thighs. I kept quiet. What was there to say? Fine, I looked at one another, and nodded silently. With a shaking hand, Tenmyouji pulled a photograph out of his pocket. It was a picture of a girl. After all that we'd been through, her smile was enough to break your heart. Alright, well, I guess so. We still have ways to go now. We made our way to the warehouse on floor A and met up with the others. It only took a few minutes to decide to head to the infirmary. Alright, well, let's solve another problem over here once more. As soon as we arrived, we began to treat Alice and Quark for Article 6. I gave Luna the executor that I found in the queue room. She quickly prepared it and... Alright, well, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna kick Dio's unconscious face. While at it, injected Alice and Quark.
Thank goodness. It will take some time for them to recover completely, but they should be fine. Good.
Indeed.
Thank you, Luna. And thanks for finding the medicine, you guys. Thank you so much.
No need to thank us.
You know, it is quite calming when I kick Dio in the face here. Yeah, there you go. Tenmyouji said nothing, just walked over to Quark's unconscious body. He took the small boy's hand in his own and held it tight. I could see tears at the corners of his eyes as he turned away from us. Alright, well, let it all go, man. Let it all go. Suddenly, I remembered. Dio. Where had he gone? It didn't take me long to find him. He was sprawled, unconscious on the floor beneath the sink. Handcuffs?
Oh, we found those in the crew quarters. Before you returned, we went to check on the bomb in room 2, and we found them there. Of course, the bomb was indeed turned off. Thank you again for dealing with them. You are, quite literally, lifesavers. You have my eternal gratitude.
I cuffed her quarterly hands, looked pointedly around the room. I glanced over at Fight to see she was doing the same thing. After that, we headed back to the Floor A warehouse to play the AB game. Alright, well, here we go with another round, I guess. And this is basically the latest that we got in the Nonary game. This is like the 4th round, actually, I think. No, wait, hold on a second. We have done a round of AB game after doing a white door escape room, right? Specifically me, 5K, and Luna. Clover and Tenmyouji decided to remain in the infirmary, just in case something happened with Alice, Quark, or Dio. Luna would represent Clover's team. With Quark and Dio sleeping, K would represent their team by default, which left me, Fi, and Tenmyouji. You should vote.
No, I'll let you handle it. I chose Betray in the last round. You probably don't trust me right now.
Oh, that doesn't matter now.
Excuse me. I apologize for interrupting, but I think you should be the one to vote in the next round fight.
Why?
You already have 9 BP. There's no reason for you to choose Betray now. You see?
Hey, you're acting like I might actually try and betray her.
Not necessarily.
What does it matter what he's suggesting? We're almost there. We just have to play the AB game 3 more times. Then we can all get 9 points. But that means each representative has to choose ally all 3 times.
Basically. I mean, we won't have to worry about Dio. And that's good. It'll take some time.
Okay,
It'll take some time if we go through it like that, but it's all gonna be worth it.
I'll vote. You're sure you're alright with this, Sigma?
Yeah. I trust you. I handed her the star key.
Shall we open the doors?
Alrighty then.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Oh, right. We have to wait for the deadline.
Oh. Well, we could vote earlier, but then each voter would be stuck inside the AB room for 45 minutes.
Like, I am curious. I do want to see Akane once again, but how? Again, in this timeline, we haven't seen her dead body, which can tell me that, well, she would still be alive. But then I thought about it, and based on some sources, somebody told me that if Akane is still alive, then how come Dio has a bracelet with him as well in this timeline? So,
Okay, let's go back to the infirmary then.
Unless I'm missing some details slash I am forgetting something over here.
I agree. Please, lead the way.
Nonary set off toward the yellow door. I was about to vote when...
Hold on. I just remembered something.
What?
The AB room on the left. In one of the other histories, she...
Oh, yeah. You're right. Akane's body was in there. What does this mean? It could mean that either she's still alive, somehow, and Dio found the bracelet some other way, or Dio hid her body somewhere else. Which would mean that something happened before the start of the Nonary game that made him change his plan, or at the very least change the position of her dead body. For what reason, I'm not sure. Or something happened before the Nonary game that stopped Dio from killing Akane. Why didn't we find her body this time?
Maybe because she wasn't murdered.
I'm thinking of that possibility. But how? When did history change?
Do you remember what Akane said?
The cat in the box. Is it alive? Or is it dead? Sigma, Phi. You will decide its fate.
The Schrodinger's cat thing. So, I guess if we were to go by that, the cat would be Akane. And we're gonna have to be the ones to decide her fate. Would that mean that... Okay then.
Exactly.
I wonder what she meant about us deciding its fate.
Perhaps she was saying her own fate wasn't decided yet.
Huh?
The history where she's alive and the history where she's murdered are both real right now.
What? Nah, that's impossible. We've already opened the box. Or maybe we haven't yet. We opened the door to this AB room and there was nobody.
No, we haven't opened the box.
It's just that it's not the AB room that is the box, but rather the timeline itself?
We haven't found a body, but we haven't found her alive yet either. In other words, we haven't actually observed her. The hologram was a recording from before this game started.
The next time we meet, I can tell you the rest of the story. So come and find me. I'll be waiting.
Where was a.k.a. now? Why was she waiting for us? Or what if she wasn't anywhere now? What if she was waiting for us in another timeline? Or what if she was waiting for us in the past? Was that even possible? I'm thinking about this. Maybe based on what she told us and everything that happened in this Nonary game, our goal is to go to the past and meet her physically. And when I say in the past, I mean maybe before the Nonary game. And that way we're going to be able to talk to her before she dies. And possibly save her. Maybe that's what she wants out of us. If she was... what would that mean? Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Damn it. Feels like my head's gonna explode. Wait. Where the hell am I? Looks like an elevator, but...
No. This is one of the AB rooms.
Gah! Who the hell are you? And what the hell's an AB room?
Damn. I guess you did lose your memory after all.
Again. Memory? Memory. Alright, Sigma. Focus. Now is not the time for this to happen again. Come on! You can do this. I remember! You're 5. She grinned. When is this?
Check your bracelet.
It's a red pair. BP is free.
Mine's the same.
Does this mean this is the beginning of the game? Or rather, before the beginning of the game. We've gone back to when we first woke up in the AB room?
No, not quite. I think we woke up a little earlier this time.
How do you know?
Push the buttons on the side of your bracelet.
2 hours. 15 minutes.
We didn't wake up this long before the primary doors opened last time. I think we're about an hour early.
Wait a minute. If you're right...
Yeah. a.k.a. might still be alive.
Alright, in which case... now it is a perfect time for us to save her.
We got back before Dio killed her. I think.
Then...
Right. We're here for one reason.
to stop her from getting killed.
Exactly.
Let's move. We need to get out of here, fast.
Don't need to tell me twice. Let's go.
Alright. So I guess so. This is what she wanted. She intentionally had Dio kill her, so that we would come here to save her. Thing is, though, we're definitely gonna have to do this puzzle again, apparently. We don't need to look there. This is our past, remember? That means we're just repeating history. You see what I'm getting at? The password to safe should be the same one we got earlier. Oh, okay. Well, shit, I would have done this again. Exactly. Now hurry up and open it. Alright then, well, no use doing this once more. It will be just a waste of time. You need to remember the password for the safe. I figured that out last time. Alright, well, you do also have like a photographic memory, Sigma, so try to remember this. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna help you with this. Thing is, though, did we get like a hidden file in the elevator as well? I would assume so. Let me see. If we do this again, will we get like more hidden files? Nah, of course it would be empty. Okay, I'll open it. No! That's the wrong password. We need the other one to get the key. Very interesting. So apparently the hidden file is now gone, even though we're doing this Nonary game way before the intended time. Huh. But okay, that is... that is clearly a game thing. It's not... I wouldn't consider it a plot hole. This is a game thing. We already got the hidden file, so realistically speaking, it wouldn't make sense for it to not be there anymore. But gameplay-wise, I guess so. I'm not gonna think about it too much. Was it like this? Ah, it's the other way around. City. Alright, let's get the key and get out of here. Fast. There, it's open. Good work. Hurry up and grab the cracker. The cracker? Damn, I meant key. How the hell? Just shut up and do it. Cracker. Do I even remember something like that before when she said it like that? Okay, that's weird. Well, either way, what was it exactly? We need to use it on this, right? Alright, let's just put this key in here. For God's sake, just do it already! Hey, no need to yell. Alright, good. Looks like that worked. Alright, well, let's open the button and get out of here. Ready, fight? Oh my goodness, what do you think? I know. I don't need to ask every time, right? And why the hell are you asking? Hurry up and... Right. I'm going. 10, 9, 8, 1. Done. Hey! You pushed the button. Bite me! You're taking too long. We're on a schedule here. Ugh. Alright. Hey, Dio! Come out, wherever you are, you fucking asshole! Fine, I climbed up through the patch and onto the top of the AB room. It took us only a moment to spot him. There you are! a.k.a. The honor was Dio. He was moving quickly and quietly, a knife glinting in his right hand. Shit! There was no time to yell to her. I scrambled down from the top of the AB room. Fi wasn't following me. When I went back, she was still standing on the roof. Fi! What the hell are you doing? Get down here and... Before I could finish, she moved. She ran across the roof, launched herself into the air. Hot damn! That was a good one, Fi. What the...
He's fine. Just unconscious.
I bent down and held my fingers in front of his mouth. He was still breathing.
I don't think he saw me. He probably has no idea what happened to him.
The guy went down like a sack of potatoes. Well, go figure. He does like to get pinned down to the ground, like always, so he probably enjoying this as well.
He had it coming.
I heard footsteps come to a stop right in front of us. I looked up.
So you came.
Here you are, Akane. Once more.
I've been waiting for you.
Alright. Now you owe us the rest of the information, Akane. Now spill it.
You're here to hear the rest, right?
Wait. Just wait a minute. What the hell is your deal? How can you be so calm? If we hadn't shown up just now, you'd...
Have been stabbed in the heart by this young man and died. Yes. Although, that reminds me, I haven't thanked you yet. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate you saving me.
That... What?
Hold on. How do you know about being stabbed by Dio?
Let's just say that Akane over here is... quite special. She can see everything. Every single timeline, like everything. She knew that Dio would stab her. In fact, she was the one that allowed Dio to stab her in the first place, in each timeline. And she used that to have Sigma and Phi come here to the past, just so that all of us would talk to each other like this. This was her plan from the very beginning.
Are you an Esper too?
Yes. Indeed I am. I am able to jump through time, just like you.
Then what the hell were you thinking? If you knew he was going to stab you, why were you going to let him do it?
Because I had to. Think back. Why are you here? If I hadn't been killed by Dio, no one else would have been murdered. Consequently, your own abilities would never have manifested. I did explain, didn't I? The purpose of the AB project was to send the two of you to the past, or your minds at least. In order for that to happen, some death was necessary. When a human brain is faced with danger, its processing speed increases. Information is processed more quickly, and time almost seems to slow. A few seconds can feel like an eternity. Unfortunately, that in itself isn't enough to send oneself through time. The amplitude of the consciousness is simply too small. In order to increase the amplitude, we need to slow down the brain before the increase happens. It's a little like a slingshot. You pull back on the rubber band and then let go. The potential energy you stored in the band is released and converted into kinetic energy. That's what fires the bullet out of the slingshot. Now, while a slingshot can only fire in one direction, your mind isn't similarly limited. When the bullet of your consciousness is fired from the slingshot of your brain, it travels past the three-dimensional world and into the four-dimensional one. From that perspective, time is no longer fixed. In other words, you can travel to the future, the past, whenever you like. Your consciousness has been released from the three-dimensional cage. In order for that to happen, I had to infect you with Radical 6.
Whoa, what? So in order for this to happen, you had to also be infect Sigma and Phi with Radical 6 as well?
We're infected with Radical 6?
Yes. Don't you remember, Sigma? Luna should have told you about it in another timeline.
Are you sure? Infecting all of these people with such a horrible disease?
Every single one of you has been infected. Well, apart from Luna, of course.
Alright, fine. So you've achieved your goal, to send Sigma and Phi's consciousness to the past, to this point. Now what? Are you gonna use that ability even further, for something else? In which case, what is it?
Unfortunately, it was necessary. We needed to slow your minds in order to store up your potential energy. Then we provided a dire situation that would accelerate your processing speed. The result is what you are now experiencing.
The Nonary Game. So it's basically like the other Nonary game that you masterminded, Akane. A game in which the players would experience this brutal event going on that would accelerate the morphogenetic field so that your goal would be accomplished by the end of the Nonary game. Alright, fine.
Your consciousness now occupies four-dimensional space-time. Even that, however, wasn't enough. You had the ability to travel, but your memories could easily be lost during the trip. If the project was to succeed, you had to be able to retain everything you learned in each reality. That was the reason you were forced to jump so many times. With each jump, your ability to remember improved. Eventually, you would be able to retain everything.
So it's a matter of time and experience that Sigma gained, that he will be able to jump from one timeline to another much better, and retain his memories, like, a lot better. Recover his memories faster. You made these timelines so convoluted and difficult, so that we would jump from one timeline to another so many times, that we would gain much more experience, and therefore be better at this ability of jumping from one timeline to another, so that we will reach this point. Alright, fine.
That is why we made you play the AB game. That was why you had to select different chromatic doors. By forcing specific choices, we could cause you to make more jumps.
I get it. I think I finally understand. Oh, okay, there are a lot of things I don't understand, but all of what you just told me makes sense. You did all of this so that Phi and I could jump through four-dimensional space with our memories intact. Right?
Yes.
But why did he need us to do that? People have died for this. I mean, let's count how many different ways people died. Murder, antimatter explosion, suicide. I've died. So has Phi. So have you. So why would you do all this? What does it matter that Phi and I jump through time?
Haven't I told you? Death was unavoidable.
Yeah, whatever. Means to an end, whatever. Just tell us why you made us do this.
You are all destined to die. Sacrifices had to be made for the sake of the project.
I already know all that. What I'm asking you is why? What is so goddamn important that it's all worth all of this?
Ah. I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually.
What? Just when is eventually?
In a future not very far from now.
Bullshit. That's not good enough. Why can't you tell us now? Instead of answering, Akane knelt down next to Dio and picked his knife up off the floor.
I'm going to keep this with me.
Don't change the subject.
But it's almost time.
Time for what? What are you talking about? We got plenty of time.
No. In a few moments, you'll return to the original timeline.
What?
This is the way it has to be. Don't fight it. Logomorph.
Yes.
What?
Logomorph?
Why, is that your second name? Zero Junior Legomorph?
You call him Zero Jr. His official designation is Logomorph.
So what, is he officially a Pokemon or a Digimon?
Logomorph, this is an order. Unlock my bracelet.
Compliance.
What?
Now, everything is in place.
Oh. Now it all adds up. So that's how Dio got the bracelet. And Akane is still alive.
I have put the bracelet onto Dio. All we have to do is place his body in the 5th AB room, the second one from the right.
That's the one Quark is in, right?
Correct. I will move him. I will also put your bodies back into the 3rd AB room. Once that's done, I will reset its puzzle to an unsolved state.
Why do we need to do all that?
To recreate the history that you remember. Your consciousness is about to leave your body and return to the future.
I see. So you want us to go back to the future before we went here in the past? Well, we're gonna have to find you again, except in the future, alive?
Your body will be emptied, and your other consciousness will jump back in. If your bodies aren't back in the 3rd AB room by then, it would be bad.
So you're saying some version of us is going to wake up in that room and repeat the same history again? Well, I guess this could actually be our 2nd or 3rd time.
You are exactly correct. Lastly, I'm going to leave this with you.
She paused and pulled something out of her pocket. It was a small key attached to a string. A key? Huh.
I'll tie it onto your ankle so that you won't lose it. All right, Sigma?
What's it say on there?
To fui ego Eris.
To flee ego Eris?
It's Latin. It means, what you are, I was. What I am, you will be.
Huh. Have we seen that before, somewhere?
Yes.
What am I supposed to do with it?
It will help you meet someone who's very important.
What?
Go. Return to the future. You won't be alone.
Alright. But this is still not over, goddammit.
I will be at your side, watching over you. Now hurry.
Wait. I still... What?